actually is the straw man fallacy? Well, it's actually a fairly common technique used in politics and other contentious issues where subtle and sometimes not so subtle differences in the detail of what actually is being argued or debated about can give the appearance of having refuted the other person's arguments. And instead, they've attempted to refute the argument on a different but related topic. Now, it seems a little complicated. Sometimes, as I said, the distinction can be rather subtle. However, this kind of moving the goalposts of an argument, if you're unaware of what's being done, can often actually be a rather effective way to influence people's opinions. Probably the best way to illustrate this is with some examples. Now, one point of view could be that changing your diet to incorporate more fruit and vegetables and less high sugar and fatty foods would lead you to generally having a healthier diet. A straw man argument to this might be something like, there's no way I could eat all fruit and all vegetables and so-called healthy foods all day and every day. Just be so boring and bland, I'd shortly jack it all in and go back to eating pizzas. Now here you see the straw man changed the nature of the debate. The first point of view wasn't actually talking about never eating pizzas or similar foods, just changing the diet to eat less of these foods and then, by contrast, eating a greater proportion of healthier foods. And by changing this to eating all healthy foods, they were able to incorporate an argument about the sustainability of sticking to the healthy diet because of the boring nature of those foods. Such an argument, of course, doesn't apply if you're only changing the diet to incorporate more of the foods as opposed to all of the foods. Now, a classic example of the straw man's fallacy occurred in 1860 in the Oxford evolution debate, where Thomas Huxley was explaining that humans, apes and monkeys shared a common ancestor, to which allegedly Samuel Wilberforce asked whether it was through his grandfather or his grandmother that he claimed descent from a monkey. The difference between sharing a common ancestor that was neither human or monkey and being directly descended from monkeys is a subtle but vitally important one when understanding the basis for evolution, which Bishop Wilberforce either ignored, failed to grasp, or deliberately misconstrued. This of course leads us to the next problem. How do you actually go about refuting a straw man? Here it does depend upon whether it's being done accidentally through ignorance or deliberate misinterpretation to undermine the debate. Now, the first thing to do, of course, is to state they actually have misrepresented your initial argument by clarifying your part of the debate and restore some modicum of control to what is actually being debated and highlight the error of the other debater. Now, exactly how you highlight those errors will depend upon the nature of the debate and also the kind of error that was actually made. This leaves us now with the final issue. How do you actually spot a straw man when you're listening to the debate? Well, the first step is actually to listen very carefully to what's being said, not trying to get caught up in the emotion of a debate. Next, listen out for phrases like, "That's not what I said," "You're putting words into my mouth," or "You're twisting my answers." These are likely to be used in response to a straw man. However, sometimes they're also used by the straw man themselves when they're being found out using the straw man fallacy. So that's the straw man fallacy. Understanding it can be critical to understanding what's actually going on deep within a debate.